Since 1973, there's a look at New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Buffalo Bills. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, 180. Watch the pass,
They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First down, Steelers.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run again with Samuels on first down. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He's at the 30. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. He's off to a great start here in this first quarter. It seems like this defense is probably going to have trouble containing him.
I would agree with that. I love the observation. And here's the thing. Their game plan coming to fruition. You knew that they came in thinking that they could run it, and now they're proving that they can and doing it in a big way.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Slam. Let's go. 22 and 44.
Now Roethlisberger. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Chris Conley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Rush in. Alert. Check 26. Gun. Deuce. Check 43. Under 10. Greystone, travel.
To the air, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on first. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Hey, Charlie! Slam! Hey, switch gears. Whip. Watch the whip. 56.
Allen from the gun on third down. And able to find John Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
6-3, 2-8, chop. 56. You got motion man. You got motion man right there.
Now Allen again. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Here's Allen to throw it. Gonna throw. That's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown. John Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The extra point up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. So give 2 points to the defense. They were in hot pursuit there, and in the end, they force him out of bounds.
You just wondered how he was going to get out of this one, Brandon. We saw him painting himself into a corner, and finally has nowhere to go but out the side of the end zone.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 9-yard line.
On play action, Allen. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Go. Smooth. 36. 6 guys. Check.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
All right, now. Black 80. Watch the curl. Black.
On 1st down, it's Samuels. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Like 30. Snickers. Snickers. 3 down, 3 down.
Trying to get the first with Samuels. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on fourth down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run for it with Samuels. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple plays ago, that if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right. It was a confident call and a decisive run to pick it up.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. DeTrez Newsome, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an over there. You're on the night.
Brings up 3rd and
Shit. 5 wide. Middle. 26 Mike. General West. Hey, seam 6. SOS. Kill.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. It's caught. Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. 2nd quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood. Regular. Hey, Echo. 26 Mike. Watch a slat. Half. He's got
On 1st down, Allen. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Allen. Throw over the middle, secured by Gordon. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line. Allen now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's 1st down.
26 Mike. Come on. Hey, turn it up. He's coming. Double up. On
play action, Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down. Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Allen's throw is complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And again, it's Allen. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, 3rd down. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Allen to throw once more. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the run. Watch the run.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And this will be caught inside the 10. What a grab. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. This is Grant trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
At the Steelers' 9-yard line.
Recon, 132 fighter. Watch twist. Watch twist. Quick dash, quick dash.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
6-yard gain. Brings up 3rd and goal.
Check 50. Check 50. Alert. Monday. Hey, orbit. What's that? 54, right there, right there.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. Well, it's a 3rd and somewhat manageable now, not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
Delta. All right, D, let's go. All right, D. 55 is mine, God, 55. Let's go, tight end, let's go.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. Steps away to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On 2nd down, Samuels. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's got Moncrief. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Here we go, here we go. Black 20. Stop your whining.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Second and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This one complete, right side to McDonald. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So on fourth down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear, but here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And the Bills are going to get the football back.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Safety's creeping.
Throwing on first down is Allen. It's complete to Brown, right side. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
50, Mike's 50. Oh, here we go. Oh. Alert. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, wahoo. Mike's 50, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Okay.
Allen now on first down. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete. It's now second and 10.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Middle. Alert, alert, alert. You draw quarters. I got you.
Here's Grant. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch 52. Hey, here we go. Check 24, watch 24. Alert flare, alert flare. We go.
On third down, it's Grant, and he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They will run with Graham. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. There to make the tackle, Steven Nelson.
Let's get it. Pass 10. Hey, Charlie. 26, Mike. 61, matchbox lights. Kill. 56. Kill, turn up.
Allen now from the gun on third down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. They get the sack on the blitz, but it was 3rd and inches. Are you surprised like I am they weren't running the football there?
I'm right there with you. I would have thought it worst. Quarterback sneak, try and pick up the first down and move on. But instead, I think they thought they could catch him by surprise and maybe hit something deep.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackle for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 41-yard line.
180. You must be dreaming.
Here's Samuels again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Alert. Mike 22.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He's got this complete to Ryan Switzer. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 53. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, box drop. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Pass. 26, Mike. Hey,
now Allen again. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
On the carry, it's Samuels. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Then he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. They come up in an offset eye. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. This is Samuels. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jalen Samuels, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Allen now looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive. knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. That one complete to Yeldon. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Allen going to go on 4th down. And Jones has it over the middle. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's going to look deep down the field, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Again, they'll throw with Allen. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
50's the mic. 50's the smooth. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Hey, 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 hey.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting... Now look at this! They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Juwan Williams. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, Samuels. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to have a third down. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Back to throw. He may try and run for this. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They're going on fourth down. It's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Middle. 26 Mike. You must be getting tired of seeing Alpha. 26 Mike. I'm coming after you. 26 Mike. 26. Stop.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile.
Watch that. Regular. Alert!
Now Allen. He finds Yeldon. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Yo. Mike. Check 55. Mike.
Hey, seam 6. Here we go.
Watch 55. Hey, watch the slant.
Back to throw. Allen looking downfield for Jones. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Two huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on second down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die fourth down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now.
7. Hey, Haywood!
Fourth down. Here's Roethlisberger. Comes back with one complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on fourth down. They're now 1 for 3 on fourth down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on fourth down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have fourth down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.